It's not going super quick, but oh my god. The acid raptor's mine. Just look at this guy.
An outpost. Guess this marks the start of lowland territory. I could resupply before moving on.
I'll take it. Chill, buddy, chill. I know you don't know how to stop yet. It's fine.
You must be the champion.
Must I be? Okay, what kind of rumors you got? Who are we killing? What direction is death?
Known across the lowlands, Easter.
Thank you.
You've aided our marshals and our chief. I, for one, am grateful.
Thank you.
So I'll tell you what I see, what I know, I will share.
Thank
That way
you.
You won't be running blind in these parts. I should probably tell you. I've heard rumors that the old ones left treasure in the ruins west of here, by the coast. Some of our squads have tried to find it, but none have succeeded.
I'll be able to.
Challenge.
You got it.
Might be worth taking a look when I can.
Do you have anything cool to trade with before I go out to go kill a whole bunch of people now with my magic-y thingy? Not anything worth my while. Right, resources. I don't want to give up for that. J feather, blast paste. What do you take? Metal shards for blast paste? Wouldn't be bad. Claw strider, tail duster. Okay. Crystal braiding, stalker stealth generator. Yeah, but see, I just don't need any of that. Well, that's what's kind of upsetting. Sounds almost as tough as the jetpack toting velociraptors with laser cannons. I'm already intrigued. I have not heard of these. But acid velociraptor. I have an acid I'm so just I'm ready. I'm like, let's go. I want to kill things. But I don't want to risk losing my velociraptor. So I'm gonna go kill people, I guess. But boy, can I not wait. Can you imagine how awesome that has to look, right? Showing up on the back of a velociraptor.
Got the cover of the jungle.
It's fine. We're gonna go kill people. It's okay. Do I need to scan you guys?
Not much point to using acid here.
Partial override? Is that what I read? What are you? You're new. I have not seen you. What do you need? Key upgrade component. Destroyed when killed. Remove. Of course it's the frickin' tail. Well, if you and I go rounds... Right, I need to get a better position. Ooh, yeah, he fights like a chicken. Whoa, fire. Yeah, there's a lot of you guys. Like a lot. Oh, there's one of you here too. Keep going. There's a PC game released back in 1998. Come on. Come on. I will read that all in 1 second when I get done killing. Revive him. Get away from him. Get away. Oh, come on. I'm ill prepared for this whole fight. Alright. Okay, come on. Revive him. I'm not gonna have enough time. I was healing! Alright, yeah, these guys are way more tough. So don't take on a whole group of them together. Anyway, game release 98 called Nanosaur, where you play as a velociraptor who has a jetpack and laser cannons. You're in a post-apocalyptic world and must collect dinosaur eggs before asteroids hit. I love the idea. I think that's such a great idea. Oh man, tell me I at least got my... Oh, I see. Yeah, I gotta listen again.
You want to talk skill? Rotiko and I took down a huge machine at the hunting grounds.
Random
Lowlands
old
are
game
home to some of the
question.
most dangerous machines in the Forbidden West. You should consider visiting our hunting grounds, southwest of here.
I
Get
will
some
consider
training.
that.
Maybe learn a new trick or two.
So,
I'll keep it in mind.
speaking
when I'm
of
out there.
old school games that not many people remember, Dino Crisis. I vaguely remember a little bit of the first level of Dino Crisis, but I was such like a little kid when it came out. There was no way I was going to be allowed to play it. But I did get an emulator of it. I was recently reminded when VTuber Yuna was playing Spyro the other night. Did she also happen to play? Did they happen to play it? Yeah, so Dino Crisis, if you don't, maybe I can like jog your memory a little more.
Exposed out here.
So it was
About the cover of the journal.
essentially Resident Evil, but with dinosaurs. Like, it had the same camera angle stuff, the whole 9 yards. But it was really just essentially Resident Evil.
Could fry that machine with shock ammo.
Nope, just keep running. I don't want to deal with this right now. Keep going. Keep running. Just keep running. She'd never heard of Nanosaur, but now she wants to play. I kind of want to play it. You're still auto riding, aren't you? Yeah.
There's Falls Edge. Becca should be waiting for me in there.
Stop. Okay. Yeah,
Need a
so
machine in there.
it had all the camera angles that you would come to expect with it. It was very like Resident Evil 1, Resident Evil 2 like. I love the design of this place. I think they did a great job. Especially with this being on the water here. And it was creepy and a lot of fun.
I'm telling the truth.
Listen to him, Oroke.
Not a chance. He's
Oh.
a traitor.
And at some point, oh geez, girl, get out of there. And at some point, I do intend to play it on my channel, just not right away because I still have Chrono Cross to do.
Decca, what's going on?
Aloy, I'm glad you're here. This is Oroke, leader of Falls Edge.
So you've enlisted the Chief's champion in your dual-bladed efforts.
You must be Cavo then.
My grandson. And a
Well.
soldier trying to right his mistakes.
Or trying to lure us into a trap.
Quake?
My
No.
scouts caught him.
I did not.
Sneaking around on the outskirts of the village.
I wasn't sneaking around. I was coming to warn you. The
Of
rebels
what?
are planning an attack. They're going to send a machine straight through this village. I left my post when I realized what they were planning. You have to believe me.
I do.
Where are the rebels now?
They were hunting for the machine north of here. I can show you the way.
The only thing you'll do is face trial by combat. You betrayed your clan. Your chief. Blood and blades will decide your fate.
I'll fight whoever you want after we stop the attack.
He does sound like he's not wrong in this case. Yeah, I didn't play Quake, but I believe that my aunt and uncle did once back in the day.
Why destroy this village? I thought Regala's fight was with Hikaru.
Hikaru was a lowlander before he was chief. Unlike the Desert and Sky clans. We stand behind him without question.
He's one of your
Falls
own.
Edge is a strategic
see.
midpoint between the Grove and our capital on the coast.
It's true. Our orders were to cut off Hikaru's support from the Lowland clan. But I thought that meant disrupting supply routes, not slaughtering an entire village.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
You said you defected after you found out about the attack. Why'd you change your mind?
When I joined the rebels, I thought Regala was going to lead us into battle against our old enemy, the Karja. But all we've done is kill each other. And for what? Pride? Vengeance?
There you go, man.
So when my squad leader told us about the mission to destroy this village, I left my post.
Don't believe his lies. Anyone who deserted the tribe to join Regala knew exactly what they were getting themselves into.
Not everyone.
She sounds like she knows that firsthand. Also, if we're going to talk about other old games, PlayStation 2 game known as Draken was another good one that I played a lot of back in the day. And I've never beaten it. I think I got halfway there. But at some point, I do have every intention on stream of also playing Draken. That's why I really wanted to do that, like, old school Saturdays, is because I had, like, a plethora of games I could play. So Nanosaur is from that era of PC gaming, as we waited for Warcraft 2. Oh, jeez.
If Cavo is telling the truth, this whole village is in danger. We have to find and stop these rebels.
The rebels built a campfire north of the river, near the cliffs. I can show you the way from there.
Okay. Open it up, or okay?
No. I won't give him the chance to escape. The traitor stays here until his trial by combat.
Then I invoke blood for blood. I will take Cavo's place until he returns.
You're making a mistake, Chaplain. The clan needs your guidance, not the lies of this bare-armed boy.
The right has been called. Cavo will go with Aloy.
Then I'm
Okay.
going to. If the boy speaks truth, you'll need my blade.
Yeah,
If he lies, I'll run him through.
that's fair.
I must make arrangements here first. Then I'll bring the boy to the meeting place.
Fine. I'll see you there.
Well, you owe your grandmother beyond
Was
big.
there something else?
What, are we talking to all three of you? I just wanted to talk to... Nope, I'm just going. I just
I
thought
should go.
See you
I
at
would
the
get to
campfire.
talk to, And he even shaved his eyebrows off. That's too much for me, thank you. Skilled strike player. Herbalist. Hunter. Cook. Eh. I don't think anything I need. I'm gonna go do a quick save though. This place is giving me Orc Fortress vibes from Lord of the Rings. Mixed with a little bit of the Coconuts boats from Moana. That's just kind of the vibe I'm getting from all of this. Another PS2 game I recommend but haven't beaten was Spy Hunter. I feel like I know the name of that one, but I can't place why I know that one. Yeah, just looking at this, I'm like, that's a pretty apt comparison, I think. Well, I guess onwards to our death. Gonna equip some regular bows.
The campfire that Cavo mentioned should be nearby.
Wonder what kind of machine they're taking.
They should be here already.
Someone's waiting ahead. Rebels. Friends of Cavo's. Going to have to take them out to get to that campfire.
That's fine, I can do that easy. What, we only got 3? I was expecting a lot more. Okay, just keep going over here. There we go. It's an old Gen 1, Gen 3 arcade NES game. I fully believe that. And you're dead. Slowly but surely, just kill them all off. Pick up that rock in case I need it again. Okay.
All clear.
Did you get that all clear from the dead guy? Okay, I got an idea. Redone as a PS2 combat driving simulator. Ooh. Man, I miss PS2 games a little. I have quite a few on here. Yeah, you like that gasp of surprise as I, end you? Oh good, the rain will hide my footsteps as I slice your throat. Perfect.
Are these rebels waiting to ambush whoever showed up? Cavo has some explaining to do. Better wait at the campfire for him and Uroke.
Plan on it. Better gather up materials first. Okay. There we go. Pick up my last rock. Waiting in the
Found a
rain.
few of your friends when I got here, Cavo. You're not off to a great start.
They must have been out on patrol. I swear on the 10, I didn't know they'd be
I
here.
believe this
What
kid.
did I tell you? His lies are an open sore. Better we cauterize it now than let it fester.
No! I'm telling the truth!
I believe this man.
Untie him.
If there's something here,
As you say. But this is a mistake.
then we will cut him down.
And my weapon?
If you think
Just give it to him, Uroke. We need to get moving.
Yeah, if you don't think we can take him out,
lead the way.
that's a fantastic idea.
It's really coming down.
I played a lot of the like old
Up this way.
James Bond games. Not like GoldenEye, I'm talking like the PS2 stuff after
Where are
GoldenEye.
you leading us?
The rebels are stationed at the nearby cliff falls. I took this path when I left my post. The others won't be expecting anyone to come this way.
Or they are, and will be skewered the moment we arrive.
Yeah, fair.
There's the cliff falls.
And there's no one there, as I suspected.
Let's just keep going.
I don't like this.
Who is calling me? Why? Nightfire and such? Yeah. I don't remember which one in particular I played, though. I remember there was a castle level, and we always used to hack it to get extra jetpacks. And it was always just my brother and I playing. So the GoldenEye experience for everybody else that they had, I had the same one, but a PlayStation 2 game. Or a PlayStation 1 game, one of those two. Yeah, Cavo, not off to a great start, my dude.
Where is everyone?
No rebels, no machine.
There's the machine.
What did I say?
Over there, by the falls.
Oh, a behemoth.
If that thing runs through Fall's Edge, the village stands no chance.
Then we
Of
stop.
course.
Right here.
On your lead, Aloy. Nothing will stand in
We need to take the moment to kill these guys off quietly. Alright, where is everybody? Tag. 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 I think that's everybody. So it should be everything. And you're dead? Any sign of me? No, not at all. None. None whatsoever. Pretty sure that was Nightfire for the PS2. One where the weapon was a guided rocket and explosives that allowed you to fly. I don't know about whether or not it was guided, but I do remember that the one after it that nobody liked was the one where you could control a spider and drive it places. That was the one that nobody liked that I remember, and that was the one that came immediately following. At least, I think.
Come back, Aloy. We have to keep moving.
I am still moving, don't worry. I'm trying to do this in stealth, though.
Shin can tough out the cold. Frost won't help.
Oop. Nope, drop down. Get somebody to come over this general direction. Okay. Alright, fall back. Alright, and good thing that was done in the grass. Okay. Keep moving. Okay. That should be all the human characters in this. Now we can go on and fight the behemoth, right? Okay. Alright, let's think this through logically. So what are you weak against? No, there's still one more human component. Pretty sure I played Nightfire. That's when I discovered something unique about me drinking and gaming. Okay, that's fair. That's great. Their own dude just straight up knocked them all down. And they took out the sharpshooter. That is so totally one less thing I gotta worry about. Okay. And now we move. Okay. Okay, and Come on. That's new. That's very new. Oop. Jeez, keep moving. Where is... Come on, where's my potions? There we go. Okay. Big, nasty, scary bot. What do you got? Perfect. Alright, come on. I'm gonna go over here. Ow. I just wanted to get... Before this goes out... Acid bombs? Not what I was looking for. Not what I was looking for. Where's the explodey bit pieces? Did I not want to shoot those off? Did I want to keep those intact? I thought it said to shoot them and remove and keep them. Yeah, force loader. That's what I was doing, right? Woo! Yeah, isn't there one more? No? Alright, well. Yeah, well. Perfect.
We did it.
Well, thank you for giving me the acid bomb. I can ride that thing. 2 weapons in the game, the Moonraker laser and the shotgun. I became more surgical with when I drank and discovered this drinking and gaming with my, I imagine, like, sibling-like person in this case. Aaron, who had been kicking your butt up through that point. Okay, yeah. I think the best form of any butt kicking I ever did was, first off, definitely sober, but it was against my little brother in a game of chess. I got my brother in the Fool's Gambit and beat him in 3 moves. At which point, he swore he would never play chess with me again. Keep in mind, at the time, I had no clue what the Fool's Gambit was. Oh. There was a gun over here I could have used. Yeah, this whole time. And I just killed it and blew it up without it. Well. See, this is why I enjoy playing this game in particular. What else is in here? You have extra caches and equipment and stuff. Well, he was right. They were planning on using a behemoth. Brother in this case is more like friend of the family. Yeah. Like, growing up, I never really had any of those. Like, I had a childhood best friend, but that was, like, it. Nobody that, like, would kick down my door and be like, hey, I'm eating dinner with your family now. Like, none of that. Are they freezing? Are you guys freezing?
Cavo, you're bleeding.
I'll
Oh.
be fine. What matters is the attack was stopped.
Because of your warning, you saved many lives today.
Come on. Let's get you back to Falls Edge.
Fingers crossed you don't die on the way there.
I cracked some ribs, too.
Go on ahead. I'll see him back to the village.
Good.
Okay. I'll let Decca know what happened.
My app glitched, so you missed that. So I was saying that I never had anybody that was, like, such a close friend that they were practically family. Like, I had a childhood best friend and everything like that. I had a few. But nobody that, like, could kick down my door and be like, I'm eating dinner here now. Like... I was not aware of that fall. So, yeah, that's kind of been more my experience. Like, as an adult, I still have a few closer friends. I think, like, my closest friend of anybody lives all the way out in Chicago, and I live all the way out in Ohio, so, like, that doesn't mesh well. Found family is definitely a unique experience. So I have a friend that has recently come out on a new part of the LGBT spectrum. And she credits that in part to me and not hiding who I am as a person. And I've like taken her under my wing, being like, you're one of us now. Like, and just being like, I'm very protective, and I will buy you all of the clothing items that you could ever want and need, and I will personally fight whoever you need. And if anyone causes you problems, I will show up. Her maternal grandmother was born in Chicago, I think. I always just feel like doing the jazz hands anytime someone says Chicago. But I like the musical.
We leave, only you return. What
Hey,
happened?
no one's dead. No one's
Cavo
dead.
was telling the truth. The rebels had a behemoth. Cavo was injured in the battle, but we stopped the attack. Oroke,
Regrets that he doubted the boy. Your grandson proved himself to be honest and brave, Chaplain. He's loyal to the lowland.
Yeah.
so you'll release him?
He's earned his freedom.
I'd say so.
But it'll take many more deeds to earn back the rest of the clan's trust.
That's
Do
fair.
whatever it takes.
Love-hate relationship with that musical? That's fair. That's fair. I go through moments where I love it, and then moments where I hate that it's stuck in my head than anything else. She never doubted him for a second.
Thank you, Aloy.
Indeed. Paul's Edge owes you a great debt. May this begin to repay it.
Thank you.
As soon as you're healed, I have so much to show you.
Yeah, the
Welcome
world
back.
changed. The world has definitely changed, my dude. Oh no, you still have eyebrows. I got a tripcaster out of that. I need to save more people. Alright, anybody else with some quests that I need to take care of before I can go back? No, we're good. Somebody up there, though, has some purchasing stuff. Where? Okay, first and foremost, save. Light save. We don't need a harsh manual save just yet. Where am I looking? Where am I going? Who are you people? Who even is? What are? I guess? Film adaptation is so good. But it was that year that the Academy snubbed Peter Jackson. Oh, that's fair. Okay, yeah, that's a fair... Yeah. I've also... So, more information about me. Because, as we have established, I am a jack of all trades. Do I need... No? Well, it's a hunter bow with ice, and that always seems to do better for me. So yeah, I am a jack of all trades, as we have well established. I need echo shells. Give me literally all of your echo shells, please. Oh my god. But I went to an acting school for high school, so I spent half of my day at my home high school learning, like, oh wait. If I craft my ammo here, I use less. So yeah, I spent half my day in high school learning school stuff, and then the other half of my day learning, like, how to act, essentially. Oh, I think I can even carry more. That only cost 5? That really did take a fraction of the stuff. Oh my god. This is great. and I can craft it for all of my ammo. So if I just switch weapons, I don't have to worry about running out of ammo. Okay. Sorry. Back to what I was saying. Oh, and it uses all of my stuff too, not just a little bit. And my old acting school, not in my year, but the year after me, performed Chicago. Oh, I forgot to do things. And one of my, I would say close acquaintances is perhaps the best phrasing of how to put that. But he is now on Broadway, and he was in it. I think he's currently on the Broadway tour of Cats, as we speak. And then one of the people I was in a show with regularly was in Book of Mormon on Broadway. He took over Josh Gad's part in Book of Mormon, even though I haven't seen it. Yeah, I know. I am not a fan of Cats, but I'm very proud for my friend. Because he is the kind of guy that would love Cats thoroughly and unironically. So just we'll let him have it. I think he's also playing the lead cat. I don't remember anybody's names because I felt like I was on a trip while I was watching the events unfold before my eyes. And honestly, as I reflect on it, I feel like I'm going back on that trip and that it wasn't a good trip. It's big. I just have reasons for disliking Cats, as in the musical or the creature. just out of personal curiosity at that point. Because I think that the dancing is great. And I like parts of it. I always feel like I'm doing like way harder things, if you catch my drift, than just that while I'm watching it, and my brain doesn't. I just sit there kind of slack-jawed, like, what am I watching? And I say this as a person, by the way, who really, really, really wanted to like Cats, like a lot. And then I just watch it. I was like, I don't understand what I've watched for the last hour and a half. And somebody asked me to explain what we had just been seeing, and I was like, I don't know. It's Cats having a time, I guess, but yeah, I could completely understand. I think parts of Romeo and Juliet are kind of ruined, I'm sure, of a similar mindset and manner for me. But also, I just didn't like Romeo and Juliet to begin with. I think the closest to any sort of respect I ever had for an adaptation of Romeo and Juliet was when my acting school did it and actually made it seem more plausible. Like the timelines all kind of worked out that way, that nobody could intervene or stop or think. Sorry, Fox. Hey, you got some rumors for me? What rumors have you? Oh, I'm champion now? Great.
Be careful if you're traveling southwest, champion. Rebels have set up camp in the hills. I'm sure they'd be more than happy to dig your grave.
Thanks for the warning.
I had to...
Sounds like the Danath could use a hand dealing with these rebels.
I had to think about what direction southwest was. It's okay. Thank you, Fox. A sucker for the 90s version. Okay. I didn't like that one, but I also don't like Romeo and Juliet, period. However, it has moments that I particularly enjoy, but the rest of having to go through the experience was me just being like, both of these people are attractive. Both of these people are attractive. Both of these people are attractive, because I had to watch it for a class, and I was like, I can't stand this play, period, let alone. But Tybalt and Mercutio are my favorite parts of that whole movie. Just those two. But I do really like, there's other, like, film adaptions of things like Much Ado About Nothing. I think Denzel Washington was in one of them, and...
So the old ones painted their faces with something called makeup, like the Karja.
Huh.
Why? Yeah, it beats me.
It probably meant something to them, as it does to my people and the Tanakh.
I just think my face says it all as is. That's all.
That it does.
But yeah, definitely 100%. Yeah. That's so on the nose, and I love it. That's my favorite part of that. I also okay.
Where have I seen this?
Best sort of Shakespearean. The film adaptation of Rosencrantz and Guildenstern Are Dead is perhaps the best thing ever. Thank you for all of those. I'm going to need them eventually. I should also check to see if I can fix things. Anybody I can fix? I can get the Billowbacks now. And I still have a nerve left. So that's good, at least. Anybody else? Nope. Okay. That's every... You've never seen it? Ah, okay. You need to put that on your list. Because it's got the guy that played Sirius Black in it. And it's essentially the comedic story of everything that goes on in the background of Hamlet. And it's fantastic. Just absolutely. I even had to study it in my Hamlet course in college.
Why don't you check the cache?
Worth it.
Maybe you left it there when you dropped off all that ale.
Oh. Hope it didn't get stained.
Playing some board games? Oh, I see. You got your own version of the game.
Hey, look who's back. You find what you're looking for?
Sort of?
I did. One step closer to taking the fight to the zeniths.
Can't wait.
I was
Oh, God.
hoping you could help me with something. It's about the Tanakh rebels, and it also has to do with the Oseram.
Really? That doesn't sound good. Let me know what I can do to help.
Yeah. I can play Strike at any time.
You still sifting through loads of data?
Yeah, it's interesting. There's lots of words. I thought maybe I could try finding things with more, pictures in it. Not much luck there, but I did find out about these holofilms.
Ooh.
Like images put together to tell a story. They were made to look like they were the real thing. The Oseram like shows. I bet they pay a lot of shards for those hollows.
Yeah. Also, I know about Gilderoy Lockhart doing Hamlet. I've also seen Gilderoy Lockhart's Hamlet. Because if I'm correct, that's not Kenneth Branagh, is it? Is it Kenneth Branagh? Because if am I right? Is Kenneth Branagh Gilderoy Lockhart? Because if that's correct, that also means yes, it is. Okay, because he was also in a version of Othello as well that I've seen. Whether or not I like his version of Hamlet is still kind of up in the air. I feel like he doesn't provide enough fire to the role, but that's just me personally. Yes. I love Wild Wild West.
I made a new friend while I was getting ether.
Yeah, I've seen him. Catalo's a broody fella.
Yes, he
You
is.
do know the Karjas say these Tanakh drink people's blood?
You
Yeah.
shouldn't believe everything you hear.
Yeah. Well, I guess if you trust him, so do I.
Oh, you poor thing.
How are things going around here?
Hey, you tell me. Varl's new girlfriend tried to kill me earlier.
What?
What did you do?
I made one joke.
What
About
kind of
how
joke?
they, eat grass a lot. How does anyone fight with nothing but tree leaves in their stomach anyway?
From the looks of it, the Utaru.
Yeah, well, I wasn't expecting her to be that fast.
Just try not to get hurt.
Or say anything else that'll drive her to kill you. Level 30 English teacher. Grade 12 showed us that and the Gibson version when we read it in class. Oh. I have to revisit the different versions of Hamlet because there was one course in college that I took that specifically focused only in on Hamlet, and I will say that there is a I want to say like a Viking version, but a more Norse version of Hamlet called Amleth that's so much better in all of the ways. Like, it's so much less poetic, but it's very much punch you in the face and ask questions later, and I just love it.
I discovered an Oseram militant group. They call themselves the Sons of Prometheus. It looks like they're the ones overriding machines for the Tanakh rebels.
I thought that was something only you could do.
They're familiar with ancient tech, and they're as anti-Karja as it gets.
So, last year we stopped Durval and his cronies from blowing up Meridian in retribution for the Red Raids. And now you're telling me we have another group of Oseram trying to wipe out the Karja with an army of machines and bloodthirsty Tanakh?
Pretty much.
Oh, well, that's just great!
Is there any way you can help me find out who they are? Anything to track them down and stop them?
Yeah, I can send out some messages from Chainscrape. Get in touch with my contacts in the claim, see what I can find out.
I'd appreciate that.
Thank you.
I better get going.
All right. I'll be here if you need me.
Poor Erend. The little mind's gonna be completely blown.
Aloy, you found another one of Gaia's sub-functions?
2 down, 1 to go.
I'm glad her healing can continue.
Good.
Found anything else combing through that data?
Varl and I have been looking into the animals of the old world.
Okay.
Apparently there used to be thousands more species roaming around than there are today. Can you imagine that? I'd give anything to see them, even as holograms.
Ugh.
Though I know that without Artemis or Apollo, that may prove difficult. At least I can find comfort in knowing Gaia used many of them as inspiration for her machines.
Yeah,
Her memory honors them.
you're not wrong.
Have you met Catalo yet?
Yes, but he has kept to himself.
I don't blame him.
Tanakhs don't have much use for us outsiders. You must have made quite the impression for him to offer his fealty.
Yeah. I almost killed quite a few people.
Are you guys training with Erend as well?
If you count trying to stick a spear in his gut as training, then yes.
I've been told. Please tell me you weren't being serious, though.
Of course not.
Good.
I was going for a couple of broken bones. He called the Utaru leaf grazers. Laughed at the idea of us simple farmers being formidable fighters. Before I knew it, he and I were battling it out in the common room. The man is slow, but he can throw a hammer around.
Sometimes you
Don't
gotta
look so
fight.
We're evenly matched. For now. Next time he's going down like a load of boar dump.
Just try not to kill each other.
Sparring, though, is
His
good.
pride should be good enough.
Yeah, but sparring from time to time is good. Yeah, it's alright if you haven't revisited Hamlet since high school. For most people, there's not typically a need or desire to.
Now that you have those control cores, are you ready to reboot the land gods in Plainsong?
Not yet. Gaia told me the reboot code has to be altered using data from the cores. She updated my focus with software to accomplish this task, but apparently it's very complicated. It'll take time.
Well, let me know if you need any help.
I will.
Wonder how quickly that'll be once I
better
give
get
her
going.
Aether.
Right. You've got that sub-function to deliver.
It's been 8 years since you had any Shakespeare. We're revisiting our community theater did Macbeth. Oh, and you were in it. Awesome. My jury is still out on how I feel about Macbeth as a
Looks
human
like someone's
being.
made this space their own.
I see you found Varl and Zoe's room, Aloy. I believe they wanted private accommodations.
Oh.
I see.
They have one room together, do they?
Holograms. Gaia, I thought you said the data here was lost.
I was able to repurpose the equipment to store the data you have acquired in your travels.
Aw. Thank you. That's super convenient, actually. I like that. I can't wait to have all of those uploaded. Got more storage?
Looks like Erend and Katalo moved their stuff in.
Ah. I like how this is turning out so far. We are gonna get a lot more people, aren't we? Of course he'd be in the training room. That makes so much
Looks like
sense.
some of the holograms are working now.
I have repurposed the displays to track Regala's activity in the region.
A useful war map.
Hey, Gara.
Aloy.
It's good to see you. I'm guessing you've got a lot of questions?
I've been told of our enemy and their intentions. Your friends showed me to the vision you keep in this place. Gaia, and explained the situation surrounding the other you.
Yeah, there's a lot
They
going
gave me
on.
this focus as well. I don't pretend to fully understand everything, but all I really need to know is where to train and when to fight.
Good.
Welcome to the team, then.
Yeah, let's get as much information out of this man as we can.
Now that you know who the enemy is, do you have any questions?
I'll admit, I find them hard to grasp. From the heavens. And invulnerable.
Yeah.
For now.
I will leave the strategy to you. I trust you will point my blade where it will cut the deepest.
Good. Good, Katalo. Start of one of Duncan's sons. And an aide to Macbeth and Lady Macduff. We started our dress rehearsal. I was, in addition to those, I was one of the murderers, an apparition, and one of the Seven Kings. Ooh. Let's see. The last Shakespeare production I was in, I was a fairy in Midsummer Night's Dream. I had a few lines, not many, but I was primarily a fairy in Midsummer. And we did, because at the time steampunk was just starting to be on the rise. So we had a steampunk themed Midsummer, and we had 3 pucks. It was a really interesting experience. Yeah, Shakespeare has always been interesting to me. I think, though, of them all, I prefer the comedies over the tragedies. Even though the tragedies tend to get more love and recognition. As You Like It has one of my favorite monologues that I have ever read, and it's just this woman has dressed up as a man, and she's insulting this other woman. She's being like, "You look so ugly, you look like you've been kicked by a horse, and you're nasty and horrible, and why on earth are you looking at me like that?" Because as she is talking, the other woman has developed a crush on the man berating her, and I think that's hilarious.
You said the Bulwark was your home a long time ago. That you were part of the Sky Clan.
Yes.
That's all you're gonna tell me?
Fine.
Thank
As
you.
wish. My parents were killed in a clan skirmish, so I was raised by my squad. As I grew older, I came to be known as an accomplished fighter. Tekote took a special interest in me. I fought by his side against the Karja, and led my squad on a dangerous climb into the Daunt. It was I who opened the gates at Barren Light from the east side, allowing the Tenakth to raise it.
That must have gotten you some attention.
Yeah.
Indeed. I was welcomed home as a hero, and I was content.
Then why'd you leave?
I became a marshal.
Hey, I also learned the Charleston for a 1920s production of Much Ado About Nothing. That we also did. We did a lot of productions. We did 7 productions a year, and I was only in the program for 2 years. But I did help out with construction for a few years after.
Why did you leave the Sky Clan to become a marshal?
I was sent to the Kulrut by Tekote. Back then, I would have obeyed his every order.
Aww.
I believed in him, like one would a father. I was too blind to see the fear in his eyes. Fear of a rising young warrior challenging his command of the clan.
I see.
I returned a hero from the battle at Barren Light. But to him, I was only a threat.
Oh, you
Never
poor
occurred
thing.
to him that I had no interest in rising above my station.
Some people just don't get the options, I guess.
Why did Tekote think you wouldn't be a threat to him if he sent you to the Kulrut?
Because you couldn't take over after
Tekote
that.
knew that if I survived the Kulrut, I'd be forced to forsake the clan to serve the Tenakth as a whole. I'd never
Yep.
be allowed to challenge his command, even if I wanted to.
Yeah.
After our victory at Barren Light, Tekote spoke to our people, said it would be selfish to rob Hikaru and the marshals of a warrior like myself. Even though he knew perfectly well I had no intention of ever leaving. It was exile, guised as an honor. One he knew I couldn't refuse.
Yeah.
So I became a marshal, and never looked back.
I'm sorry you had to go through that.
I am not. Though it pained me at the time, a marshal is what I was destined to be.
Good. I'm glad that you found direction in your suffering, at least. Yeah, I miss doing live theater a lot. I don't know if I'll ever end up going back into it, but I know I had a lot of fun in the time that I was in there. But man, it was an experience. We had some of the best teachers too, because our improv teacher even taught some people who went on to do SNL. But which people, I don't remember.
When we were at the Bulwark, the guard said something about the Wings of the Ten. Hikaru also mentioned it at the Kulrut. Dekka, too. What does it mean?
The visions tell us that the Ten flew on great metal machines with wings.
I see.
And leapt into battle from the sky. For us, to imitate this feat is the ultimate expression of martial prowess. And it is why the challengers leap into the arena during the Kulrut.
I see.
Many times I imagined it as a child. The feeling of freedom. And the awe it must have inspired.
Yeah, that would have been an amazing experience. Maybe if we can override some birds and fly those.
What did Chief Hikaru say when you told him he'd be joining me here?
You spilled rebel blood at the Grove and helped reunite the clans. There was little more to be said. He understood.
Well, I'm honored he lent me his best marshal. At least for a little while.
Indeed.
I'm glad the amount of respect between the two of us.
What are you looking at over there?
The others have been helping me decipher the symbols the focus shows me. So, I thought I'd try to understand the weapon you intend to use against the enemy.
Okay.
This Hephaestus, it will be able to make machines that answer to Gaia?
Yep.
Yes.
How many?
As many as we want.
As we need.
Such power. Has the world ever seen the like?
Once. Briefly. Ooh. 40 to 60 productions. I think my favorite production I was ever a part of was Raisin in the Sun. I was assistant stage manager. And I helped one of my dearest friends get the part of Mama. And, like, the amount of pride that went into my work for that. I also occasionally had to step in during the rehearsals for Linder because of reasons. And I gotta tell you, there's nothing better than feeling pride in your work when you see, because the guy playing the son, he's a 6'2" linebacker for the football team. So there is, and you know, big, tall, black guy with all muscles. So there's nothing like watching a linebacker made entirely of muscle look like he wants to kill you. That was just, and your favorite was being Miser. I totally understand the feeling. Sometimes just being the enemy is more fun.
You said you were training with the Focus?
That's right. I've been watching holograms of your first fight with the Zenith Spectres. They are faster and more agile than any machines I've faced before. How many do the Zeniths have?
A lot of them, I think.
I'm not sure. Probably a lot.
Yeah.
I would not wish to face them en masse.
I'm with you there.
Yeah.
Must be strange, seeing everything through a Focus now.
I can see machines like never before. Their strengths and weaknesses simply reveal themselves to me. To think that such a tiny object might be the most powerful weapon I've ever possessed.
Well, I mean, welcome to how it goes. Oh, see, I was thinking like, I don't know why I was thinking the Miser. I haven't seen Miser. No, I haven't.
Getting Ether out of the Grove made for quite a spectacle.
One that showed the entire tribe that Hekarro's mission for peace is the correct path, for it is now blessed by the Ten themselves.
Hey. Yeah, you're right. When you're right, you're
Anything else
right.
You've been looking at with that Focus?
Gaia showed me the knowledge you recovered out in the desert. I am no chaplain, but I'd be curious to test if something I read is true.
What is it?
The Old Ones believed one could hear the great waters, even in the middle of the desert, if you carried the carcass of a water animal with you. They called them seashells.
Oh,
That
yes.
Sounds kind of gross.
But correct.
I heard my friend Talana came by the base. Did you get a chance to meet her?
Briefly. A bold woman going into Tenakth territory with that Karja armor of hers. She'll be lucky if my people don't shoot her on sight.
She'll be careful. She's just looking for someone who might need her help.
Whoever it is, they better be worth dying for.
I think to her they are.
You've had some time with the team now. Any thoughts?
I admit I was surprised to see an Utaru here.
Yeah.
Farmers don't make for effective soldiers.
Typically, you're
Told
right.
She rallied some in her tribe against the Karja.
Personally.
They fought all the way to Barren Light.
Interesting. Perhaps I'm mistaken.
People are learning a lot about each other around here, and I'm loving this. Oh. I am lightly familiar with 18th century English literature. But now that makes a little bit more sense. 18th century, I think, is perhaps my weakest link. 19th century, 20th century. I'm both very good, like early 20th century, and then 13th to 15th century, and anything from 1100 before. I'm usually pretty solid with.
Have you had a chance to speak with Varl?
Briefly. He fought well against Regalla's troops at Barren Light. Are
Oh,
all
yeah.
Nora as skilled as the two of you?
Sort of.
Exactly one of them. But anyway, the Nora can hold their own.
That's for sure.
They managed to push the Karja from their lands.
I thought my tribe was the only one to have done that. Impressive.
You know, they fought well.
Does it still hurt?
It comes and goes.
Phantom
I try
limb.
not to think about it, but its absence is always present for me. It's difficult to explain.
I can't claim to understand. Only empathize.
Then you have my thanks.
That is the best way they could have written that. And like, first off, the disability representation is fantastic. But secondly, I love the way that they approach that conversation.
I should get going.
Back to my training then.
As a person who doesn't have any physical disabilities, and I wouldn't stress to say that I have mental ones, but with the problems that are still kind of being caused by the concussion and the problems that I've had to fight through, I kind of understand that feeling a little more.